Hey y'all, real quick. I'm in Luke chapter 9, right? And I'm writing and taking notes on what stands out to me, right? And in verse 33, when Peter suggested making 3 shelters, he may have been thinking of the festival of shelters, where temporary shelters would be set up to commemorate the Exodus, God's deliverance of the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. Peter wanted to honor and keep Moses and Elijah with them, but this was not what God wanted. How many times have we done something, though it was good, thinking that God would approve of it, and he didn't? For example, for me, when I first started learning about entrepreneurship and business and kingdom principles and finance, I clung very, very tightly to Myron Golden's teaching. And I immediately was like, you know what? I'm getting on a plane. I'm going to Omaha, Nebraska. I'm buying a ticket. I'm putting it on my credit card. I'm buying a hotel. I'm buying a ticket, and I'm going straight there. I don't care. Jesus blocked it. It wasn't because it wasn't something good. It's because God didn't want me to do it. Now, yes, I would have learned. I would have been able to maximize my profits for my business. I would have been able to network. I would have been able to collect valuable and useful information, but it wasn't in God's timing and it wasn't in his season. That's exactly what's going on with Peter when he saw Jesus on the mountain, when he was on the mountain with Jesus, with James and John, because you know Jesus, John, Peter, and James were his favorite. He always had them with him. And he taught them intimately aside from the other disciples a lot of times, and it's mentioned in the Bible, in the Gospels. And it just made me think, dang, I did a lot of things in my life since I came to Christ that I thought God would approve of because it was good, right? But he didn't. And that just lets us know that our ways are not God's ways. You don't have to try to think for God. He will let you know what he wants you to do. You just need to listen. The revelation will always come to you because the spirit is always supposed to be in you. So if it's not an AirPod in your ear and you can't decipher your thoughts from God's thoughts, then you're going to run into a lot of problems like Peter, because Peter was denied the ability to do that. Why? Because that's not what God wanted at the time. What was supposed to be happening was you understanding that Jesus is now fulfilling the law, because you now see Moses and you now see Elijah. So you know he can't be neither one of them. You saw John the Baptist with your own eyes before Jesus was even here. He baptized him. So you know he's not that. He is distinguishable and set apart from them. So instead of him sitting in the moment and listening to God and honoring what was happening, because God also spoke and said while he was on the mountain, it says that the mountain opened up, and it also said that God opened the mountain and said, "This is my son, my chosen one. Listen to him." When the voice finished, Jesus was there alone. They didn't tell anyone at that time what they had seen. They couldn't tell nobody what they saw because they didn't even understand what they saw. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, you could be thinking that you're doing something good, starting a business, starting a ministry, doing this, doing that. If God didn't directly tell you, boo, he's not going to bless it. He's not going to allow it to happen. And he has his own reasons for why he's not allowing you to. So just trust it. Have faith. And know that if he wants it, he'll spin the block for that idea. But if he don't, trash it.